my life to have this love come and bury my soul.
Hi darlings, welcome to today's video. So today I have two of my classmates, my guests of honors, and today we have decided to discuss a very interesting topic we are doing in a unit called life skills. By the way, I don't know why this unit is not taught from primary. I think it needs to be from primary, high school, university, all the way up, because it is one unit I found that is very related to life, and we need it not only for ourselves but to know how to relate to others. So it is called inherent temperaments. Basically, different types of personalities, their character traits, and how they affect us and how they affect our relations with other people. So that is basically the introduction. I don't think we need to even introduce it further. There are four basic types of temperaments, but before I continue, or before we continue, maybe my guests can introduce themselves and give their opinion on this topic before we cover it. Okay, so we start with who? The youngest. Let's start with the youngest.
Hi guys, my name is Amy Safari. I'm a classmate of Juliet, journalist student, upcoming radio presenter, upcoming host, and
Upcoming what?
upcoming radio presenter.
Okay.
So it's my turn. Oh, hi guys, I'm Paul. If you like, you can call me Kijana Mdogo. Although I'm not that young, shida ndio nimefanya. So yeah, but I'm a comedian and a journalist.
Very good. So these, as they have said, they are my classmates, but they become also like my brothers. Sometimes family. By the way, sometimes you come maybe from work with your stresses. You come here as we are continuing learning. We also diffuse all those stresses. Ama saa zingine umeshinda, you're thinking your things, you come here. As we learn, we also release our issues. So we become like families. These are my brothers. So let's get into the
video.
Hiya. So what is your opinion on this topic? Even before we go into the various personalities, what are your opinions? Safari.
I think this topic is actually a fantastic topic because it teaches people different personalities. And to me, I've actually found it very educating. It's very educating. Fantastic topic.
Paul?
Yeah, my opinion is this, that this topic is the most important because one knows knows about themselves and what character they have. So if you know you are more about yourself, then you can be successful.
By the way, true, because the more you know about what I've learned basically with this topic is that when you know yourself, first of all, you accept yourself. There are some things, yes, you can change and you can change, and there are things you can control. So it helps you even to adjust your environment accordingly, and it also helps you know other people. When you see, let's say, Paul or I see Safari portraying a certain characteristic, I know how to relate to them better, considering my own personality. So it helps you also to avoid clashing with others, and also to know how to carry out yourself. So there are four basic personality traits that we've learned. Four. So the first one is choleric, which is noted as the powerful personality. The second one is sanguine, which is noted as the popular personality. I know why some people are laughing, we'll get into that. The third is melancholy, which is the perfect personality. And the fourth is phlegmatic, which is the peaceful personality.
Relaxed.
Yes, relaxed. So I think first we go through them. Okay, it is very wide. We cannot do this often. So I think we'll go through them one by one. And then maybe we can say what we believe we are, or we can tell each other what we think, because me, I already have my perception. I think I know myself and I know who my brothers here are, but it is debatable, so that will make for a good debate. And you guys who are watching, you can also now judge for yourself where you are, your strengths, your weaknesses, and also how to, because there are adjustments you can make to amend the weaknesses and also to bring up the strengths.
By the way, let us know in the comment section down below.
By the way,
comment section down below. Let us know each and every one.
Kabisa, yes, and also yourself. Let us know what you think we are, if you don't agree with what we are saying, or if you agree, and also what you believe where you tend to lie. So the thing which one I agreed with the most in our notes is, it is said that you cannot be just one personality, but there is a dominant one. There's one personality which sort of takes like 70%, and then there's one maybe that takes about 20, and one that takes about 10. And me, when I assessed myself, I realized this could be very, very true. So, so you can take us through Safari.
I'm going to go through the strengths and the weaknesses of the choleric personality, and you're going to get yourself where you are. Okay. First of all, the choleric personality is an extrovert, likes the color red, has youthful energy, is creative, confident, hardworking, he's a born leader, he's ambitious, business-minded, risk-taker, wealth creator, and uses negative experiences to learn. And at the same time, he's optimistic, and he's a good communicator, and also is sensitive to social injustices, and he's adaptable and flexible. Those are the advantages, or the positive side to this personality.
Okay.
Now we go to the weaknesses of the choleric personality. The first one is he's a manipulator, underminer, impatient, poor listener, lacks empathy, tends to be a workaholic, he's bored by routine. I don't know what that means, but
Bored by routine, upendi na the same thing every day. Kama leo nataka kunywa uji, kesho kunywa juice, kesho kuto kunywa kahawa, utaki kufanya the same. Kama wale watu waamka kila asubuhi ni oatmeal, lunch ni chapati. Yes, they're bored by routine, so they like change. So anaweza kuwa player. Okay, that is on a lighter note. Proceed.
He doesn't forgive easily. Is often unwise.
We should say he or she.
He or she.
Which can be a lady.
Yeah, he or she. And makes unwise decisions sometimes. And it is not good at relationships due to lack of empathy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sawa. So that is choleric, the powerful personality. So winning attitude, choleric is a powerful personality. So it tends to be very a dominant personality type. The world cannot do without a choleric, that's for sure. It's an asset in wealth creation and leadership because they have a winner attitude. However, they are prone to pride and arrogance. Okay? So this can be remedied because it tends to interfere with the interpersonal relationships. So you can be more considerate to the feelings of other people. Learn how to be more emphatic, and to respect the contributions of others. View other people as different instead of viewing them as slow or empty-headed. So you see, they tend to believe that what they know is right and that is the only way that should be taken. So if you tend to at least view the others like they are giving some contribution as well, it might be different but right. So it tends to better your interpersonal relationship, and then it is also good to motivate and to inspire other people to become better. And understand that it is unrealistic to expect other people to conform fully to your standards. So let's say you are a husband, or let's say you are a wife, and you like your cups like put in a certain way. Ukikuja uone imepangwa hivi, you get so you need to understand, as long as the cup is clean and it is well placed, you need to also accept that everyone cannot be as you are. So you need to learn how to get other people also and understand them fully. Learn to forgive other people because a vengeful attitude is self-destructive, not only to yourself but to others, and can cause stress and ill health. So cholerics tend to hold on to grudges a lot. Then holding on to grudges, there's a saying that goes, it's like taking poison and expecting the other person to die. So when you're holding on to that grudge, you're stressing yourself. You maybe hapo ndo blood pressure inatokea, hapo ndo unapata ulcers. So you need to learn how to let go of issues. Then also avoid negative competition. This leads to workaholism. Unataka tu wewe ndio ukwe number one. Hakuna mtu mwingine anaweza fanya kitu kizuri kwa ofisi, ni wewe tu. So that tends to, you are always at work, you are always doing things at work. So even if you are a family person, then you tend to neglect your family. If you have friends, you tend to neglect your social life. So you become focused on only job, which is also not productive. You are a human being, you need all those facets. Strive to bring the best in yourself instead of struggling to outdo others. Connected. Also avoid undue confrontation as you fight for the perceived social injustices. Improving on these aspects will give you a holistic success and more fulfillment in life. So when you learn now how to sharpen the weaknesses or to rectify the weaknesses, then it makes you more holistic as a human being, because you can't have one facet. Okay, so that is choleric. Sanguine.
Okay, let's go back to sanguine personality, which is the popular personality, and we are going to go through the strengths. So number one, a sanguine person, first of all, is an extrovert, loves the color yellow, sincere, curious, baby heart, doesn't age, looks great, sold overall the life of the party, he loves people, and people love them back. He's generous with time, generous with money, thinks and talks very fast, comical and humorous, has incredible convincing power, is optimistic, compassionate, creative, risk taker, and he or she is independent.
Okay.
So we go through the weaknesses again. First of all, wastes time. Takes too much time.
You love this about
thing. He's personally disorganized. Wants to be the center of interest, insecure, materialistic, low concentration span, not reliable, dominating, and poor listener. Those are the weaknesses.
Okay. Yeah. So winning attitude for the sanguine. Sanguine is also a dominant personality type, and the world cannot do without a sanguine. People find a sanguine a great asset in entertainment and encouragement. So key areas you can work on to improve: work on external locus, relying on other people's judgment to build your self-esteem. So I think this means that you should not get, your esteem should not be built from what other people think about you. You should also appreciate yourself just as you are. Even if Juliet or Safari or Paul doesn't tell you, hey, you look good today, or you've done a good job, you still approve of yourself. So also stop being a people pleaser. Learn to focus on your strengths and abilities to build your self-confidence. It goes through your external locus. Try not to undertake many projects at the same time. Have a priority list and stick to it. So this will help you now. If you have, let's say, 3 projects, you do A, you finish, B, you finish, C, you finish. Instead of having A to Z, then you do A, you leave halfway, you jump on E, you leave halfway, H, you leave halfway. Okay? Then at the same time, avoid making promises that you can't keep, because this makes people to lose confidence in you. So when you undertake so many things, you have promised Paul you will take him to the beach, you have promised Village you will take her to the movies, you have promised another one you will take them to Nairobi, then you cannot keep all those promises, then you end up letting people down. Learn to be content with what you can afford so that you avoid negative temptations aimed at acquiring material things. So you want that thing, you can't afford that thing, you want this other one, you can't afford it, then you tend to overindulge, and then you can even sink into debt, because of this. Okay, after all, many sanguine are so multi-talented that they only need to identify one of the many talents to make their own money. Improve on your listening skills. By all means, give other people time to talk to. So as we say, the sanguines tend to talk a lot without breaks, so it's hard for other people also to ni points anarusha. Yes, Juliet akiongea mtu mwingine hawezi ongea, so that doesn't give other people a chance to voice their opinions, so it waters down your interpersonal skills. So if you improve on this as a sanguine, then you become more wholesome, higher melancholic. Let us
Kijana wa mama.
The kijana mdogo. Let me take you to melancholic. Now, they are also called the perfect personality. They are introverts. They are represented in color blue. They have a high IQ. They are also organized and smart. They are thoughtful, creative, philosophical, and the other thing interesting about them is that they are romantic and love nature. The next point is that they are sensitive to others, and they are faithful friends. As in they can self-sacrifice themselves. They also have good memory, good at diagnosing potential risk, highly curious and intellectual. They are observant, analytical, good. They love their own company.
You say good with what? So that the subscribers can mean.
Let us see. With fine details. With fine details. That's why. Yani yani ukikuja safari hata ile kucha yenye imeenda hivi kombo. They notice that. Those are OCD tendencies.
Now
OCD tendencies. It is very true.
And they also have their weaknesses. They are perfectionists, fear taking risks. They are suspicious and critical of others. And they are suspicious.
Juliet is always suspicious of all of us.
No, my suspicion you. How now? Anyway, let us continue.
Okay. They have low self-esteem. They fear making mistakes. And they are also easily embarrassed.
Yes, very true.
They can be withdrawn, leading to high stress.
Very true.
They ruminate on negative experiences, prone to suicidal ideas, and they lack confidence.
Okay, so the winning attitude for melancholics. First, again, the world cannot do with melancholics. Okay, they are great at literary masterpieces and are great at scientific inventions. So, how a melancholic can improve so that they become well-rounded and wholesome? Understand that the world is not black and white, and there are shades of gray in between. That's very true. No, you don't want most the dark personality the way it's been described. You want things either to be yes, ama no. Sometimes kunanga maybe in life, so you need to
wait.
Yes, ama wait. You need to be nani. You're told even when you pray to God, the answer can be yes, no,
Yes.
no, wait.
Wait.
Yes. So Yeah, they need to understand this. This will help you overcome your perfectionist approach towards project and people. Very true. People especially are not perfect. So learn to be less judgmental of them and give them some benefits of that. This is true. So this comes in the suspicious. They have the suspicious nature and also the perfectionist nature. A perfectionist believe that a straight should be straight and it cannot have a curve. So you need to adjust that thinking because human beings cannot be perfect. It is not possible. This way you will have more friends and be happier. Strive to focus on the positive side of life. Focus on your strengths instead of weaknesses. So they also need to allow themselves to make mistakes, allow themselves, even when something doesn't go 100% the way they wanted it to go, it is still okay. 90 is still okay. And also give that allowance to other people, so that they can be happier. Learn to share more to avoid being overwhelmed by the pressures of life and to overcome suicidal ideations. So, perfectionists like doing things, everything themselves. They like doing everything themselves because they believe they're the only ones who can do that thing the way it needs to be done. So they need to help learn how to delegate or to give others a chance to do some other thing here and some other thing there, so that they can also don't burden themselves. Because now when you burden yourself so much, that pressure that leads to stress, sometimes to depression, and then consequently leads to thoughts or suicidal thoughts. So learning how to delegate and share the pressures and the things of life with others puts less pressure on you and makes you more calm, more happier, more rested.
You should just relax.
And everything. Allow yourself to live.
Relax and enjoy the party.
Go to phlegmatic, also referred as peaceful. They are introverts. They are represented by color gray. Always willing to help. Yeah. And they are likable, friendly, and easy to get along with. They are calm, collected, composed in adversity. Highest ability to control and conceal. My friends.
Nikusoma shida macho ndio shida.
Macho ndio shida. Never glasses leo.
Sijavaa glasses leo, kanisamea. They are respectful of others' privacy. They are mediators, diplomatic, and peace promoters. They are good team players. Yeah. They are prudent and modest. They are sociable, friendly, undertaking, and empathetic. They are obedient, confirming, and reliable. They also have weaknesses like lack self-motivation. They don't explore their potential. They are rigid and stubborn. Too accommodating. They are also too compromising. They are naive and too trusting. They lack assertiveness, can be very lazy, and prefer goalless existence, and can become too dependent on others.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so the winning attitude for the phlegmatic. Again, the world cannot do without a phlegmatic. The world cannot do without any of these personalities. And the winning attitude for them, they're great peacemakers, and they strive to make people happier, accommodate everyone. However, they need to work on self-motivation to build themselves up, explore your potential more fully by formulating more challenging goals and working towards them. So they need to set more challenging goals and work towards them. Your goal should not only be to wake up and go to work. Need to have some other things that challenge you. And then set your own principles and strive to abide by them. So we've seen that they are accommodating of others. So you need to have your own, something that is your own governance, your own set of principles that you strive by and you live by. So that, to help you to avoid exploitation and tendency to live the dreams of your friends. So when you have your own goals and you have your own principles, that way you are not the one just escorting people in life to live their dreams. You also have your own dreams you want to live and strive for. Fight laziness by listing the activities to be accomplished each day and evaluating yourself by the end of the day to establish your achievements. Then strive for a sense of independence, build more confidence, and rate yourself more highly. So they tend to not believe in their capacity as big as it is. So that's why I guess they tend to want a goalless existence. So we have gone through all this. The first two are extroverts, the second two are introverts. And I think by now, you all know what we think we are. I will start with Safari. He can say what he believes he is and what the two of us are. I will say the same and Paul the same. And then we shall debate from there. Safari, just say oh, by the way, before that, let us not forget, it says that you cannot be one full personality.
Yeah.
Most of the time you have one dominant personality that is 70%, and then maybe one that is 20%, and another one that is 10%. Okay? But we can mention all the three. Personally, I think for me, I know all the three where I fall, which is 70, 20, 10. But let's see. You can just say that yours and then the dominant for everyone.
Okay. Me, to be honest, I think I'm 70% sanguine, and I am 20% phlegmatic, and I am 10% choleric. Yeah.
Okay. The two of us, even just the dominant.
You are 70% melancholic.
Yes.
And 20% choleric, yes, and 10% sanguine. Yeah.
Okay.
Paul.
Yeah.
Paul is 70% phlegmatic, 20% sanguine, and 10% melancholic or something.
Okay. So I agree with Safari. I agree with him fully. He's 70% sanguine, he's 20% phlegmatic, and 10% choleric. I totally agree with him on his. On mine, I agree with the melancholic. I believe I am 70% melancholic, but I think I am 20% sanguine and 10% choleric.
Okay.
That's my view, but I could be wrong. And I also agree with what you said for Paul. Paul is 70% phlegmatic, 20% sanguine, and 10% choleric. Yeah. Yes, 10% choleric. I think, personally, I think we're all 10% choleric. Maybe that's why we get each other.
But our team chemistry is 88%. Power play to 20.
Me, I agree. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Paul, tell us
What I think.
what you think you are and what you think we are.
Okay. Me, 80% phlegmatic.
80.
70-20-10.
I want to.
Una break rules.
And I want to break the rules a bit, but I'm 70% phlegmatic, 20% melancholic, and sanguine
10%.
10%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are correct, actually.
I think we are correct. Anyway, our dominant, for sure, we were already knowing this before we did this, because
Don't forget.
we see each other.
Comment section hapo chini.
below and let us know.
Yeah.
That's why we are very tight like this, because our personality kind of play on each other. Yes. So the thing is,
And everyone has something different to bring to the table,
Very.
which leads to something big, and it gives us also team chemistry.
yes. Now you see the sanguine and the melancholic, and the one who are just yapping, and the phlegmatic is reading. I don't know what he's
Relaxed.
reading. It's just there. How you guys talk when you are done, then I'll get it. But that's what we believe we are, based on how we relate to each other.
There is something about personality. To me, first of all, you must be aware of your personality. By knowing your personality, you know more about yourself and how to relate with others. As in personality, it comes in a way of in that your uniqueness, your behavior, that is your personality.
Yes.
You like making people to laugh. That is your personality. As in, after knowing your personality, then I think your life can be great. You can be successful.
But you see, like Safari, we have even said that Sanguines, they're entertainers. They are the entertainers of the world.
Yeah.
So he making people laugh is a natural characteristic of his temperament.
Yeah.
Me, the way I am creative, I am organized. Even though I'm very romantic, by the way. So it said there, it is part of my temperament.
Yeah.
That's
That's
why
what they say,
I love love, and I want everyone to be in love, and I just want us to live in loving harmony. So you see, Paul is always peaceful. Paul is always here. He wants us to a good team player. If you tell Paul to come at 5, he'll come at 5. If you tell Safari to come at 5, he'll come at 5:30. So he's always calm. By the way, whether there's hata sai kukiwaka moto hapa, Paul atakuwa let us walk carefully. By that time, us will be.
Lakini Safari is great, guys.
Paul will still be arranging his things. He likes to mediate. There's a day I came here, I told him I have this and this issue. He's telling me, now go do this. We won't mention names. Go do this, try this. He's a mediator. So, as we have said, even these personalities, they all have their strengths and weaknesses. Hakuna ule mzuri na mbaya. We all have things we can bring to the table, and we all have those things that make us either relate negatively towards ourselves or towards others. So the key is knowing your temperament and then adjusting it to make your life more successful, happier, and also to know how to relate with others. Because if me, I know I am organized, but I know Safari is not organized, then even if Safari, me like me, even people know at home, when I put my shoes like this, I come, if you do even this, I will know you touched my shoes. But let's say even here in class, if I leave my pen like this and I know I'm with Safari and I come and find the pen like that, I will just know, this is Safari, I'll just put it back. Instead of now, you see, if you don't understand your nature and the other person, hey, my pen, who moves, at work as well, at home as well. So when you know this, you know how better to adjust yourself to work well with others around.
This is true.
Yeah.
And by the way, you should also use all your personalities, to better the world and impact it positively.
Yes.
So try and actually make a positive impact where you are in the society, even around the world, around the place you live.
Even at
so that we can have a little bit of harmony and a nice integration also.
Exactly. At the end of the day, we are all different, and that's what makes the world beautiful. And if I ask, me personally, I have known, maybe at some point in my life, then that's why I say it's important for this thing to be taught from a very young age. It will make life easier for everyone. So if you know this, you understand that I am easily embarrassed. Even when that thing happens, you're like, okay, this is not as bad as it seems. It seems that way because of my personality, but it is not the end of the world. Then you can learn to readjust. So I think it is good. Yeah, I'm happy I figured myself, and I'm happy that the people who I spend a lot of time with agree with me that this is my personality, and now I can work on the by the way, I've come a long way, even with self-esteem. When I was younger, it used to be a very big problem. Very big, even with perfectionism, wanting things to go like this. It used to be a very big problem for me. But now I have learned, okay, sometimes life does not always go left. Sometimes it turns right. And when it does, how can I adjust myself so that it is, I learn how to now go right. And if it turns back left, I know, okay, it has turned left, how do I? So we capitalize on our strengths. And this will always happen. You see at work, most of the time, maybe you're in the marketing department, you have a certain goal. Maybe let's say all three of us were in marketing, and we know Juliet is a perfectionist like this, Paul is the mediator, and Safari is the... So we can assign everyone in that department a task that best suits their personality traits so that you are strongest. If you are at 99% as a team, then you can make the best out of it, rather than saying mimi nataka kufanya hii, knowing very well that is not your strength, and then you end up not succeeding in the task. So even at work, learn who has the strength so that you can carry out the task to the best as a team. Actually, that's why I think you cannot work alone in any situation, even in the house. If there are chores, Safari huyu ni wa kupanga viatu, Juliet ni wa kuosha vyombo, Paul ni wa kuanika nguo, so that you make the best out of it. When you try to be self and to do something by yourself, and you see like me, maybe I have this characteristic and this one, but to achieve that task, I need that other characteristic. So if I try to be mimi, I don't give another person a chance, then I end up failing. Whereas if I included 2 or 3 or 5, then we end up growing and succeeding together. So it is important also to learn how to use each other's strength, whether at work, at home, in school, like we do, so that you can achieve the best in all your goals.
Also, when you're working on major projects, just work on projects as a team together. Like as we have a project, it's called Power Play Top 20. It airs on our school radio station.
Yeah, every Thursday.
As you see, the 3 of us, we are the hosts. So you see, that's a big major step. Include everyone and work on being the best.
Yes.
In any major project, you can do one project by yourself and expect to succeed.
Very true.
Gather your friends, your fam, everyone, you meet your best friends, your brothers, start a project with them, and move together as a team.
Very true.
Oh.
Paul has just agreed with everything we say.
As in all those that you have said are very true. You can't make it alone. Yeah. If that will be possible, then you will not be coming to class.
And making this video.
Yeah. Then you must socialize with each other. Then coming up with a group, there's something like teamwork. Yeah. Then that thing will make you to do greater things in this world. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you go through this, you now get to accept everyone. Hakuna mtu mbaya wala mtu mzuri. We are just different. So we learn how to accommodate our weaknesses, because hizo weaknesses utafanya niseme Safari ni mbaya ama Juliet ni mbaya, but initially you are not seeing the strength. So you learn how to accommodate each other and accept each other as a whole. So as we leave, I have my people, it is our routine, our ritual to give our thanks before we end. So I'm going to give my brothers the opportunity, then I will finish up.
Close the chapter.
Yes, as the eldest, as the lady, as the melancholic.
This video has been awesome. I think it's been one of the most intuitive videos that I've participated in. My name is AB Safari. You can follow me on Instagram at AB79_Safari.
I will link it there.
Yeah, I will link it down below. And it's been a pleasure with you guys, man. Thanks. 2 more videos like this, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
To me, what I can say that I'm very much happy to do this video with you, and you guys. This has been a great moment in my life. I've never done these things like this before.
He will see himself on TV for the first time. We are trying even to get him into social media. So when we get him there, then we will link his.
By the way, I'm called Kijana Mdogo, and very soon you will be seeing me on Citizen TV and the latest
Hallelujah, amen. We receive.
All of these sponsors.
You love money.
Yeah.
So let me finish up, because it's getting late. We need to go home.
Okay.
Some of us have work and everything tomorrow. So my first vote of thanks is to Anne. Anne is she beat my face today. I just went to get my hair washed and such, but she beat my face thoroughly. I don't know if you can see. Thank you, Anne. I'll put her number here. I put it in another video. Madam Sharon, I have to thank
Shout out
Madam
to our
Sharon.
lecturer.
Madam Sharon is our lecturer. Thank you. She is always there for us, always listening to our nonsense and our good vibes, everything. She just takes us like that, and every day she makes learning a joy. But then me, I love coming to school. The only part I don't like is reading for exams. That is where all the pressure comes to my head, because as I said, my personality, perfectionist, I want everything, I want 100%, and it's not possible. So that pressure, but coming to school is always a joy, even in traffic, even with everything. So thank you so much, Madam Sharon. Thank you to my brothers, Paul and Safari. They make coming to school a joy. They make learning a joy. They
Two
make
more videos, by the way,
two more
guys.
videos, by the way. They, such ventures, they make them a joy. The popular one does not want to let me
That
talk.
is the comment.
That is his comment, but thank you so much, guys. Nikikuta na stress zangu, we talk, we chat, we learn. It is always a good time with these two. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to
3, 2,
all the
1.
new subscribers. Thank you.
Kabisa.
Keep on watching, keep on liking, keep on sharing, keep on subscribing. Stay blessed.
And we are out.
Tudulz.
Oh, screen iko wapi?
Screen wapi? Kamera imezima.
He's a rap.
Here she comes like the rays of the sun, she shines.